again, it's on.
Nah, we're gonna start the show just like that, ladies and gentlemen. In its natural habitat
Shit.
with some pinto beans. Is that grape juice? Is that red juice? Grape juice? We observe the Shadeen, the wild Saturn reptilian. Oh yes. Welcome back to Opinion Nation. Oh yes. Had a little exercise right before we started the show. You got to see a clip of some animals in the wild. Oh yeah, you did. Grazing, you know. Kendall Mickens,
What's going on?
how art thou? Yo,
What happened?
that's a lot of juice. That's a lot of juice.
What's a lot of juice?
Your man's
already.
That's already. He's hitting the
Wow, we have
Kool-Aid
juice
already. Yeah, what happened?
Sick of niggas already. God.
Oh, already? God, they hitting the Kool-Aid out the gate. Kendall, how art thou, man?
I'm alive, and that's always a good thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, relatively, because some people be suffering with disease and affliction. That can't be fun. But good. I'm glad you're alive and happy about it. Yeah. Hassan McCullough.
What's up?
Are you traveling, brother? Are you moving from stars to star?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Oh.
I am.
Okay, cool. Primo, man, what happened during the week? You have a show? What's popping?
Oh man, Saturday is the show. Saturday
Okay.
at Milk Boy. Milk Boy
Nice.
at 1100 Chestnut Street. That's
Yeah.
the show going.
No, that's a
going
cool
down.
little venue. I like that venue for sure.
Yeah, it's the spot. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot.
Nice one. And Mr. Ill, you good? You finished you good? No.
What's going on, man?
Okay, no, hey, brother. Kenny, man, keep the show on track, Kenny, man. Cronus is trying to pull us all track. Cronus is trying to do a Hassan today. Okay.
He
That's
juicing
not
already.
true. That's
He's
not
juicing
true.
already.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Oh,
You usually don't juice to the 15-minute mark.
Chill.
At least the 15-minute mark. My word. Yo, well, let's get into it, man. Listen, very simply. Today's topic, Primo. What is God? What is God?
I love it. Me and Gene talk about that all the time. We call God the all now. Thanks to you.
I mean, but if you, it doesn't make any sense because,
he's saying in the Bible, I am. I am.
See?
I am
See?
whatever you need me to be.
See?
And whatever you want me to be. I am everything that you need me to be. I am what I am. I said that's gangster.
Yeah,
Don't ask me who I am. I am.
Yeah, see, that's pretty gangster when you think about it.
It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
I am who I am. My name is my name. What?
Yeah.
What
Put some spec on it. Put some spec on it.
My name is my name. That's all I got, and that's all I am. I don't break my balls on my word for nobody.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I said,
nice one.
Sound like the God I would like to serve.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, Hassan.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, buddy. Let me ask you a question, man. In your informed opinion, what is God, Hassan?
God. What happened? God is. I think that God is consciousness. God is love. God is me. God is you. God is everybody on this panel.
Is it the red juice? No.
Is it the red juice?
The red juice? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being disruptive. Go on, brother. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it's us. We're gods. we have the power to change stuff and manifest stuff because we are God. It's, you know.
So we are gods. Is God anything else?
You talking about life, nature?
Well, no, I'm asking you. Listen, here's the thing. Let's play a little game. I'm asking the questions, and you give me answers.
Listen. Well, when I refer to gods, I'm just talking about people. I'm not talking about elements and stuff.
Okay, well, let's get into. Listen, I feel that, but let's get into what else does God consist of to you?
But I just told you, when we come to people, it could be intellect, but it's.
I guess I'm asking outside of people. Outside of people, what else could God be?
Are you talking about?
Hey man,
No.
hey man, I know what I am doing. I'm speaking English.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. But damn.
What you mean? But damn, I'm asking you a simple question. Outside of people, what is God?
I'm just talking. I'm just saying. I'm just saying people. I'm not saying anything outside of it because that's all nature, which could be God too as well. But I think about people. I think about when I think about God, I think about people. If the animals or earth is a part of God, then they're a part of God too.
This is very interesting take.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So
basically people are more godlike than the rest of nature is what you're saying.
Yes. Because I am listen.
No.
So
what is it? What are we calculating on the spot? Is our little pinwheel moving right now? What is going on?
I'm trying to figure out what I want to say because we created the animals, and if we're God, then the animals came from us. That's all I can tell you.
You say we created the animals.
The people, the Anunnaki, the people, ancestors.
Well, at least the theme. At least you stick it to the theme. Okay, listen, we got to hustle back. We're going to circle back because I got to get some kind of semblance of authority and decorum. Kenny Mickens. Now,
I'm here.
We're going to have to deal with Hassan's definitions. We're going to have to circle back and kind of commentate on everybody's little definitions. But what is your definition of God? What is God, Kenny?
Creator. The beginning.
The
all.
Everybody into the all of a sudden.
I'm not saying what I said is he the beginning, the middle, the all, the end. He's the creator.
The Alpha and the Omega.
Oh, but you put a little vibe on it. You put a little LGBTQ on it. You said he. You put a little pronoun on it.
I didn't put an LGBT. We're not bringing them into the community.
You put a pronoun on. That's a pronoun situation.
Listen, they don't get to dictate. If I say he or she,
why you putting a pronoun on the greatest thing ever known to ever anything?
Say that again.
Why are you putting a pronoun on to the greatest thing ever known to anything? How could the greatest thing that's everything and all things be a pronoun? Think about
more than a pronoun.
Did you say he is more than a pronoun?
Like Supreme said, he is. Like
the quote said, "I am."
So why would God be a he when life comes from women?
Oh my word!
That don't make sense to be very honest with all that.
On the divine, feminine side,
but women are the designers of the matriarch and everything. But you say it's a he? That don't make sense.
Oh.
That also means that he only has one half of his self because he only has his masculine side. He doesn't have his feminine side.
Oh.
So you got an incomplete God in a sense.
Ooh.
It's incomplete.
If he all.
It's not a feat. It wouldn't be male.
I think we had this discussion and
we got no further. We got no further down the road.
We have to have both. You can't have creation without men and women.
It's a duality.
Life without men and women.
Duality.
So what came first?
The chicken or the egg? The thought came first. Let's go to Cronus the L.
No, yeah, thank you. You're right.
Mr. Ill, let's get your final word on what exactly God is. Like, can you just solve the riddle for us? We're just curious. What is God?
Something greater than myself.
Oh,
Gotta work.
I mean,
so is there anything greater than you, God? Oh, see what I
yeah,
did there?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Can I say this?
yeah.
Oh, well, Ken, you can say whatever you like, brother.
I think it's a open-ended question. If you say what is God, it really is what is God to you.
Oh,
God is different to everybody.
now let's stop right there. Let's get into that right there. Primo, how is the one thing that's constant going to be different to everybody? Well, okay, let's really break that equation down. Kenny just said that God is different to everybody. Okay, I can smoke a bag of that, but how the hell is that possible when there's one God?
It's like the scriptures, man. Everybody gets something.
That's
Everybody
Ralph,
gets
man.
something. Everybody gets something different out of it.
Hey, Hassan, see, Hassan is as ghetto as TV shows come. Hassan, do us a favor. You have 13,000 family members. We love them all. But we can hear them right now. And we're on a television show. I don't know. TV show going on. Oh, thank you, brother. Oh, thank you, brother. Now, you were saying, Primo?
Oh, I'm just saying, like the scriptures say, man, like when you read the one word, man, it can mean 1,000 things to one person, whatever your revelation is. Like I said, he's whatever you need him to be. Friend, brother, lover, friend, homie.
Whoa. Lover?
Well,
Whoa,
like
wait
just
a
somebody that loves you. I mean,
oh,
nobody
okay.
not somebody that makes love to you.
You out here having it with God? I mean,
I definitely not. We ain't gonna put that on.
Now I done been in some situations that done made me call God out. Oh God,
Oh yes, Lord.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
But I think he's something for everybody. Everybody got their own opinion of what he can be and who he is to them. Mm-hmm.
That's deep though, because Chris, man, let me ask you, bro. If there's one God, now wait, is there one God, Chris? Because maybe that's the issue. Because maybe the Muslims and the Christians are praying to their particular gods because there's more than one. Is there more than one God, Chris? Oh,
I'm not
that's
sure.
not even a straight answer. That's crazy.
Not quite sure about that. Like,
ooh, yo, y'all hear what you just said?
I'm not in their culture to really say so. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute, but you're saying there's possibly more than one God? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying I'm not in their culture to know. You know what I mean?
Well, no. Wait a minute now. There is a Christian and a Muslim and a Buddhist. Now, the Buddhists definitely don't have the same God as Christianity because their God is Buddha. And Christianity's God is not Buddha. So the question is, is there more than one God? Is there more than one?
Again, it goes to what is God to you?
Oh, see, wait a minute.
Again, you can't prove either way. We back to where we were. No one can prove one thing or another. So, like he said, he's not in their culture. So how can I say what's real and what's not?
That's wild. That's wild. That's what
it isn't.
Then what is the concept of God if it's not over all of us? Like everybody got neighborhood gods like Debo?
No, what happens is that's where the pain and strife come in. When I try to tell you, you have to believe what I believe.
Bruh, that is war. Actually, you know what? Let's carve it out. That's war.
That is war.
That's where war comes in. It's like, what?
That's where war comes in. So
I once had a man tell me, a man in the music industry, very prominent dude, called him for advice with a female because he was an elder of mine. This Negro gonna tell me I shouldn't even be dating her. I said to myself, nigga, is you crazy? Like you telling me I shouldn't date a particular woman? And so I felt crazy because I asked for his advice in the first place. So, I felt crazy. But then when I got his advice, I was like, how dare you? That's war. Don't tell me what to do with mine. What? Hey, man, they tried to tell me where to put my God shit. That's what he tried to do.
I don't think he told you what not to do. He just said you shouldn't. He ain't say.
I think you may know the story, and I don't really like you commentating on it, brother. So if you don't mind, that's a personal story, and I think you may know the details, and I think that's not for the public consumption.
You shared it.
No, brother, I was being anecdotal, and now you're going a little personal with my information here. I don't appreciate
didn't say any names. I didn't say any names.
No. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. Yeah, exactly, Kenny. That's how I feel inside. That face you
hold on,
right
you
there.
put it out there, and you called them.
Then you gonna be? Oh, the old friends is with the new friends. Really?
Pot calling the
if you
kettle
called
nigga.
the man and you asked him, then you wanted his advice.
You know what I think? You know what makes sense
to
to me?
Go full steam ahead.
It just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. Chris, you're the new Kenny in my life. That's what it just dawned on me. Kenny used to do this shit as a child. I left Kenny. And then you came into my life 20 years later, and you're basically Kenny. I got it. All right. Niggas don't change.
Listen, just because somebody tell you what you don't want to hear don't mean that ain't what you should have been listening to.
And you don't have to listen to it.
Why'd you ask him for advice? You should have asked yourself then.
Because he was an elder. I thought he had my best interest. You understand me? I was calling for him to help de-escalate the situation, and this motherfucker just ended up escalating the situation. And then I found out some more crazy stuff about him later on in life. But that ain't that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
A lot of blaming.
You get Kool-Aid on that. A lot of Kool-Aid later, I found out. You understand me? Listen.
How can that man make a God like you do something?
Oh.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Weed juice.
The answer to that is he didn't make me do anything. I was asking for I had already done something. I called him about what I had done for advice. He then said to me, y'all shouldn't be together anyway. Nigga, what? How are you telling another man? Well, that's when the godship kicked in, Kenny, because I realized I'm talking to a natural fool. He's an older fool, but he's a natural fool trying to tell me where to put my God staff. That's all I'm saying. I called him for advice.
See, now I got to make more trouble. Are you with her?
Oh,
the chick from 20 years ago?
If you're not with her, then maybe he was a prophet.
Yeah.
Are men giggling on Opinionation? Are men giggling?
Shoot.
Is that what's happening? Men are giggling? It's
that's
four silverback men on this panel.
That's a laugh. That's a laugh.
Oh, that's a laugh. That makes it manly.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to derail a show like this. We're not going to derail this good show like this. No, we're not.
No,
Kenny,
we're not.
I see what you're trying to do, Kenny. Exactly.
Let's not derail.
You're trying to pull Hassan. Listen, Hassan, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
How could there be such a misunderstanding about something so important? How could there be a misunderstanding? Like, how don't we all know automatically in our DNA what, who, and where God is?
Because we've been taught that we're not it.
Oh, say that again. What?
We have been taught that we're not it. We have been taught that it's something outside of us when it's actually inside of you. It's keeping it real.
I can I can buy that whole bag. Now, you were saying some problematic stuff a couple minutes ago, and let's address it.
What's that?
Kenny, help me out, please.
Okay.
See, I have a problem calling myself God or people calling people God when we make so many mistakes.
Oh.
Well, who said God didn't make mistakes? Who said that God didn't make mistakes, though? That's keeping that 100.
Is mistakes a part of the all? Is mistakes a part of the all?
That's what grows you. That to go for you to grow and
God
grow into
making
God.
Mistakes is what grow you, or you making mistakes. And
is
not
what grow God. Is what grow God.
No,
Kenny, you backed yourself into that.
That ain't. You said that.
Growing.
I said, if God, you making mistakes, is that God making a mistake, or is that you making a mistake?
You are God.
He did.
It ain't nothing outside of you.
Gave us free. He gave us free will so we can make a mistake or be perfect. A lot of us choose the mistake road so we can learn to be perfect or grow to be perfect soon, someday, one day. I guess we're gonna strive to get it right one day.
Perfect is not a thing, though. To be honest, perfect is just something that they shoot at you. It's a misconception.
Perfect
because
is
there's
some
no
relative
bad, no
shit.
good.
Perfect is some relative
It's-
shit if you really think about it.
It's no
That's
bad or
what I'm saying.
good. 'cause
It's a bar. That's a I guess unattainable bar. So I mean, you just keep striving for it.
there's nothing to strive for. You are just it. You are God. Period. Nothing to strive for.
Hassan,
Because if
okay,
you know
okay.
you are God, then
Again,
that means you
I
always
like that
resonate
part.
with something higher.
Kenny, listen, Kenny doesn't like that part. I get it, but that's the part I resonate with you on, is that we are all gods. We're a part of the all. And so it's not just human beings. The doggone bridge that I'm looking at on the screen is God. But the point is, how are we misunderstanding? I mean, you said some things earlier, Hassan, about the fact that only human beings are God. Now, I hope folks tuned in and stayed in long enough to realize we're not going to let that fly. Are you out of your mind? You're saying that human beings are only God? What about the rest of eternity? Are you, what? Wait, what?
First of all, when things were made, you had the gods and you had the humans, okay? The gods and the humans were created. Gods are the people with carbon. They're gods. The other people are human. The Abions are humans. The people with white skin are humans. We're the gods.
Okay.
We have souls. They
Let
don't
me ask you a
have
question.
souls. We're the gods.
So again, your concept of God is not what we were taught in grammar school. Like it's like the being that controls everything. You're saying that God is only human beings, knowing that there's planets and stars and stuff like that, right?
But we're not talking about them being gods. When the word God, it was talking about people. The people called themselves gods, which was the Anunnaki, based on what they can do and what they create based on rhythm, vibration, belief, the all. It's the all. If you know that, if you're one with the all, one with nature, then you can
now we're somewhere. Now we're somewhere. Then what is the all? If men are gods, then what is the all? See what I did there? You're gonna tell me, you're gonna give me the answer. Oh, you're gonna answer that question.
You want me to say that all is God, but they're not referring to all is not God though. The humans and stuff are the gods, but all is something greater than the humans.
Oh.
Something greater than.
Well, Kenny, I will tell you this, Kenny, he's giving us new concepts.
The immortal people. The gods were referred to as the immortal beings, the immortal beings who never die. They always come back. The gods that have souls, they were talking about them. Not the people like the Abions don't come back because they don't have souls. They just live in this construct and that's it.
Okay,
we are immortals.
Listen,
we are born. Look. We die. We're born again.
Wait. We got that. But we got that. But what my whole thing is, what are the planets? Like, give me that. If the men are the gods, then what are the planets? What is the sun?
Heavenly bodies.
The sun.
Oh, you see what Primo trying to throw you out of you. What is the rest of the universe, bro? Come on, help me out, man.
I think heavenly bodies, man. Just more creations. I think God is a painter.
Cream, you letting Hassan off the hook. Y'all letting Hassan off the hook. We got him in a corner right now.
You can't change his belief. This is what he believes. He believes.
First of all,
and Christ said that at the same time too. He said, "We are all gods."
Ooh.
It's inside. It lies inside of you. Christ said it himself.
This shit deep. Because the Bible do be saying little ill shit.
That. The God is inside of you. The people said that. The person that Jesus said that, Yeshua even said that himself.
Listen, what's crazy is the Bible do be saying ill stuff. The Bible said that God is a sun and a shield to enlighten. That's in the Bible. That it says God is a sun and a shield to enlighten. What you talking about? A sun, and it said S-U-N. It didn't say S-O-N. It said God is a S-U-N and a shield to enlighten. What?
So you didn't see the metaphor in that.
Huh? Oh, see. Why I gotta have a metaphor when the words are coming right off the page? Why I gotta be a metaphor? I can speak, I can read. Why it's got to be, like an example of something else? That's a metaphor using one word to describe something else. Like, why? Why would it have to do that?
So when he says he's the sun and your shield to enlighten, what does the sun do? The sun illuminates, does it?
Yes, it does.
Lights up.
So when you're in the dark, you can't sometimes see things, right?
True indeed.
So
Here
you
come the
need that sun.
True
S-U-N.
indeed.
So kind of explains itself.
Look, man, I'm just curious, man, because there's a lot of concepts of God, and if there's not more than one, why is everybody so confused? I find that to be one of the most profound things of my 53 years, is that I've noticed that everybody wants to, quote unquote, believe in a God, but everybody has a different idea. So how is it one God if all of us who are God's children can't even recognize our Father? Are we all abandoned children? Did God leave us all? Like our dads left us?
But here's the
Kind of
thing.
thing?
He said he'll never leave you or
Don't
forsake
believe
you.
in God.
Oh.
You know, all of what we talking, some people would say
He
you're
ain't
crazy
on
if
zip.
you believe there's a God, period.
Oh.
Right.
Some people won't adopt your all theory.
Oh.
Straight atheist.
Believe this banged into that collided into this.
But that's still the all.
Not to some.
I mean, listen, to the atheist, I will say this. I don't have a man with a robe and a chariot for you to run to. Mr. and Mrs. Atheist, it's the mirror I'm telling you to run to. I'm telling you God is in the mirror and everywhere else around you. That would be my opinion. You see, I only have one. We all just have opinions. But I mean, the God with the penis, and that's a dude. Hey, did you guys know that Greece, Zeus, the god of Greek and Athens and all that, did you know that his name was Ethiops, which means black? Let me say that again. Zeus, everybody loves Zeus. Yeah, that's like the Superman, Zeus. Did you know that his other name was Ethiops, which means black? Greece is right over the water from Ethiopia. Greece is like right there.
I'm about to say, I think everything was black at one point.
I have this video.
Melanated.
It's a TikTok video. I have it. I showed it to Kennedy the other day. I'm not going to pull it up, but basically, this video showed Christianity being all black folk in its onset. Like Jesus, the picture of Jesus was black. The picture of Mary was black. The baby Jesus was black. Joseph wasn't around. It don't matter anyway because he ain't had no sex with Mary, so it don't even matter. He ain't even a part of the picture. But everybody was black. Listen, there was a Caucasian, a European Pope, right? Well, there's only been European popes recently, but the Pope, the recent Pope, the latest Pope, was in his private quarters where he has a portrait of the black Jesus and the black Madonna. Kenny saw it. Kenny saw it with his own eyes. Kenny, what do you think of the Vatican having black folk in their personal quarters to worship?
Thing is, I don't necessarily follow the Vatican.
Oh, what you mean?
They in their own little island have a lot of
Don't do it.
A lot of secrets.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
A lot of explaining.
You do, Kenny. You do realize
he's telling you, I'm not God, but you got people that worship the Pope.
Of course. Oh, listen, no disrespect, but a lot of Latino community think the Pope is like the dude. Like they think he's God. Like the way they go. Listen, no disrespect. I love my Latino folk, but check this out, man. Kenny,
you're not gonna do that.
Hold on, but wait. Hold on, Hassan. Kenny, the Vatican is the beginning of Christianity, my niggas.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I don't know how you think you moving. What?
That's exactly where it's from,
moving away from the Vatican.
You're not gonna do that because the religion starts with them. All the stuff starts with them. Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Kenny,
yes, it does.
Kenny.
They created all this stuff.
There was
with them.
was there a Moses? Before there was a
It's
Pope, was there
all-
Abraham?
Kenny, the
It's-
Vatican
it's
runs
all-
the game,
ma-
bro. Are you kidding me right
It's
now?
all made up.
Isaac and
It's all
Jacob.
made up
See,
stuff.
this is problematic.
Hold on. Was it the Pope that pulled Daniel from the lion's den?
There we go. See this?
What about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
They're the
Shadrach,
ones that
They
create.
come out of
They
the
create
fire?
the stories.
He's
That was
Shadrach.
never the Pope. The Pope is a dude.
The Vatican,
I
dude,
wanted
is
to
the
be
whole.
Pope.
It's
I
the whole
bought me a couple big
organization.
hats.
Hey,
The
Let me
the-
say that again, like we're in a rap battle. I bought me a couple big hats. I wanted to be Pope.
oh,
What stopped me
bars.
from being Pope?
Bars. Look at this nigga crony.
Say that bars thing like y'all say it.
Look at this nigga crony.
But the
This
Pope
crony
is
wants to
just
jump in it.
dude.
I got some bars. Hey man, wait, this
If
is
you
real.
met the Pope, do you kiss his hand or do you shake his
Whoa,
hand?
whoa, whoa,
Like
whoa,
he-
whoa.
Because I know dudes that's closer to me than
Let's
the Pope.
stop the
so
show. Let's
I
stop
dang
the
sure
show.
And
Kenny,
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Kenny, you done went off the rails. You talking about kissing men's hands. Ain't nobody kissing no man. Like who? See what I'm saying? When you no, let's deal with that. No. Let's hold on. Let's deal with that. When you get to the point where you kissing a man's hand, I promise you gone. Like see, that's what I'm saying. Anything that would have you kiss another man's hand, nigga, you gone. You ain't been
The new
raised
Pope.
right.
The new Pope make you suck his tongue.
Whoa.
that was the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
Dalai Lama.
One of them little freaky dudes.
See, but wait, Primo, one of those little freaky dudes. Let's break that down.
Uh-oh.
The Vatican.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we about to do it.
They started everything.
Oh, wait a
And they
minute. The
started the whole movie-
Vatican with the cherubs on the sky and the ceiling. There's some freaky dudes over there, I heard. Primo. Like
Sure.
the Vatican is the center of Christianity, whether some of us know that or not. But it's the center. Oh, he said it's not. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Vatican become the. If I think of the Vatican once a month, that's more than I don't think of the Vatican. I don't need the Vatican to get to God.
So let me ask you something. Do you know who Constantine is?
I know who Constantine is.
Who's Constantine?
Constantine,
The guy
what he actually put that Bible to writing.
Oh, you do know a little bit about Constantine.
But here, hold on. What I'm saying is,
What about the Council of Nicaea? Do you know about the Council of Nicaea?
which books? It doesn't. What I'm saying is, were those words actually? Was the Dead Sea Scrolls there, or was it
But
written
thousands
by
of
the
years
Council
before
of
the
Nicaea?
Bible? What, the Dead Sea Scrolls that were there thousands of years before the Bible was ever written? Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, the things that they take and put into the Bible, were they not done and maybe or written down before the Council of Nicaea decided?
You
What
do
they
know
want
that
to
the Bible
decide.
wasn't written in a day, though. You know the Bible was written over hundreds of years. You know that, yeah?
1,000
What
years.
I'm saying, all they did was decide to put it into a book.
Stuff was left out.
Kenny, let me explain something to you. Me and you are right now, right here, right now. Now, nigga, I ain't never met a nigga named Benjamin Franklin, and I don't want to meet him. All right, he only lived 100 years before me. The book was put together for thousands, like in 1,000 years, bro. Like, let me tell you something about writing. Hold
That's what I'm
on.
saying.
Hold
We
on.
agreeing.
I'm a writer. I've written books. I've written movies. I've written TV shows and music. Bro, let me explain something to you. If we start a song today or we start writing a movie today and we don't finish it for 1,000 years, my dude, what kind of book, what kind of movie you think that's going to be? We started today and it's not going to be done until 1,000 years. That's going to be a very all over the place kind of book, bro.
Was it that it was put together when people might have been living and following teachings from it, and they just put it in one central place?
What do you do with the aliens? What do you do with the aliens and all this stuff? Where do you put them?
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do my shadow work on that.
See.
Be
See,
being
Kenny
funny,
become a
but
regular
Listen,
where do you
comedian,
put the
funny.
aliens with all this stuff that
Let me
already
jump to
had
the
all
side
this
for half a
technology?
second, because it occurred to me: do atheists just not believe in the God of the Bible and all that, or do they not believe in the Anunnaki and them guys also?
Yeah, I think
probably don't
atheists
believe
just
in
don't
that.
believe in like a
But
God figure
is
that
that like a
created shit.
catch-all where you say you don't believe in no gods or anything?
No, I think that's atheist point of view. They don't believe in a creator. Like,
They
which
don't
is
know
kind of
anything about,
ironic.
and they don't know anything about the Anunnaki anyway. They don't know anything about that
But-
because if they did,
But
you'll
if they
change
don't know about
your
them, they
concept.
still make some atheists. Are they all of a
Yeah,
sudden
well,
going to say I'm atheist only to this, or
No,
are
it's a
they
good question,
atheists
but
to
I
everything?
I think atheists just don't believe in a creator, which again is crazy because they have a mother. Something created you. You're like, even if you don't believe in a bit, like, so
no,
it's ironic.
they don't believe in the concept of God and stuff like that. They still believe in something created them. They just don't believe in the concept of the God that they say based on all the hypocrisy. They don't
Kind of
believe it
like
like
you,
that.
Hassan. Kind of like
And then
you,
they
Hassan.
believe.
You don't believe in the
And
God
then
of
they,
Christianity. You said the gods are the men, some of the men walking around Earth, and the planets.
The
You
Anunnaki were the
never.
gods.
Look, Supreme let you off the hook. You never addressed my question. What are the planets and the sun? If we're the gods, then what are the planets?
Well, listen, the planets were made by the gods. The Anunnaki made the
We are
planets.
going deeper into the rabbit hole. Like, I'm thinking we about
No,
to get out of the rabbit hole. We just went a
no,
mile into the rabbit. So you're saying a
they
man
made the
of
moon.
you're saying a
They
man
made the
of Kenny's
moon.
stature can make a moon? Is what you're
They
saying?
made the moon. Exactly. If you understood your power, you know what you can do.
Oh,
So
Boom.
that's
If
crazy.
you
they have a little
understood
bit of
it.
power
So
too. If you're saying they created the moon and certain animals and things like that, so they're
yes,
creators too. Then
they are creators, period. And you're a creator of them because you're their offsprings of that power. But you
Very
always just
interesting.
giving your power to
Listen,
someone else because you are the God.
at the very
You
least,
are immortal.
I love what Hassan does because Hassan be bringing concepts I've never heard of before. And I appreciate that. I really do.
What you
Listen,
mean?
after being in a colony, a slave colony for 53 years, it's nice to hear some fresh concepts that are, quite frankly, off this world, out of this
hold on,
world.
are they fresh? Because he just we just became, we were like intergalactic slave miners.
But isn't that what we are now? Oh, isn't that what we are now? If you really think about it,
I'm mining for
how
gold.
Star Trekian is it that we supposedly are traveling through space, and yet motherfuckers had people enslaved on a rock traveling through space? That's Star Trek all damn day. That's Star Trek. What type of shit? We need somebody to rescue us. The Federation, somebody need to come through this motherfucker and get these niggas up off of us. That's Star Trek all day. Darth Vader runs this planet.
That's Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing a crossover. I'm glad you.
A lot of
See,
people would
my fellow nerds.
accept that religion.
Star,
You want
Star
to
Trek, they
Star
wanted
Trek
to
and
fly
Star
around.
Wars is
They
very
flew
different.
around on. They flew around on purpose.
You are not going. You better get the Vulcan out of here with that.
You ain't gonna mess
You
that
better
up,
get
man.
the Volk out of here with that. Yo, you wild. Hey, man.
Phaser, man. That's a phaser.
Get right.
You talking about Gilligan Island?
Yo. So, all right. Here's a question. Cronus, let's deal with this. You there,
God.
Chris? Or you got another bowl? You getting yourself another bowl? All right. We'll come back to you. Primo,
Yo.
let's deal with this. Should you trust your definition of God to someone other than yourself? Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, wow.
Should you trust? It's the most important definition in your life. Should you trust it to someone else?
Nah, I don't think so. I think when you really get to know who you are and what's going on with your what they consider the Holy Spirit or Holy Ghost or the communication, you find out about God and your connection for yourself. And the preachers and teachers can preach and teach the stuff that we talk on here. You know, we take it for what it's worth. You know, we can look into it, we can explore it, but you still build your own relationship, your own opinion. That's why it's an opinion nation, and they all like buttholes because we all got one.
Oh.
But the most important part is you gotta get what you get from your creator, your God, or you're the God. That's your opinion. That's your that's what you get out of the life that you live. You get one time of, I think you get one time around the planet. And while you're here, you better get all you can until you get resurrected to another situation. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, listen. Okay,
And you know who they were referring to when they said that? They was referring to the white people when they said that you get one time. The carbon-based people don't get that. It's you
listen.
don't realize that
Listen.
you're not empowering yourself at the
Europeans.
same
Let
time.
me address the Europeans real quick. European folk, I've tried Europeans. Hassan is not having you into our kingdom. You won't be
You're
able to
going to,
come.
That's
You won't be
wait,
you're
able to come
going
to
you
to
guys,
the
die.
do you
barbecues.
guys
The good
realize
music,
that
you won't be able to come and hear no good music no more. He won't let y'all in. He would he's gonna be standing at the pearly gate and checking your DNA. You can't come in.
But even in the Bible, it says, "Whoever believe in me should not perish, but have everlasting life." So they say, even when we die, we have everlasting life somewhere, heaven, hell, whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We don't die, we multiply. That was my motto for a long time. Like, we don't die, we multiply. We keep
yeah. Yo, Kenny.
say
Can
it
I ask
in the
a question?
Bible.
And I'm not attacking the Anunnaki
Don't do
or
that.
not trying to
He said
disprove it
that.
or anything.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. But I do gotta ask, since you do have people that mix with the humans, as he call it, you have the gods that mix with the humans. Are what is that then?
they're the demigods. They
You see
talked
how you
about
did
that
that?
already.
You see how
They
you did
talked
that?
about that already. The
He said they
demigods.
demigods. Damn, I got an answer for you.
So you can have that. You can have
They've already talked
the
about all that.
carbon base. But if you have a person that's carbon based mixed with somebody that isn't, can they leave this world now? Or
Yeah, because they have melanin. Remember about the 1/5, whatever drop? Anytime
one
you have
drop?
melanin, yeah. That's why all the Caucasians are trying to merge with the carbon-based people because they can't live on this planet. In the year 3000, they're gonna be died. They're gonna die off.
Wow.
When they were created and stuff, they was created incomplete. Their reign is over.
So once
That's
again,
why their reign is over. It's been over.
once again, European.
There's a person that I know very well, and she likes to say the world got to get brown somehow.
Wow.
We done made it that
It's
way.
gonna go back to that. It's going back to everything. It's going back to the rule of the matriarch, which is the black woman, the black Madonna. That's why they pray the black whatever.
Listen,
the
I hope
black
some of
woman.
them black matriarchs get their head right before they start ruling. I mean that. I don't care. You can write me.
They gonna get their head right because the earth is going to a Schumann resonance where the earth is terraforming based on.
Please unmute yourself. I have a question for thee.
I'm a weak.
No, you are all right, son. You good, son? Hey, Cronus, man.
Yeah.
Should you trust your definition of God to someone other than yourself?
Wait, say it again. Should I trust my definition?
Your definition of God, whatever it is. Should you trust it if it's given to you by someone other than yourself? Can I teach you what God is when, I don't know. Should you have your own understanding of God, or should I teach you? Which understanding of God is stronger? My teaching you or your own understanding? I'm just curious.
Well, everything is taught. So, you know what I mean?
Some things aren't learned.
Well,
through experience.
Experience teaches you.
Well, yes. Okay, if you're
saying?
saying that. I thought you meant everything is taught by a person or something. Right. All right.
No,
well, life is a lesson, of course.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell me your definition of God. Preem can tell me his definition. Kendrew can tell me his definition. Weed Juice can tell me his definition. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Like, God might be in the juice. I don't know. But it might be because but yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you can apply it, you can apply all that to your own your own thought, and then figure it
Okay.
out as you move.
I dig that, but would you just trust what I'm if I came up to you and said, listen, man, I know God, man. You want to know God? Let me tell you what God is. Then do you listen to me for
Absolutely
your
not.
huh?
Absolutely not.
Oh wait, so but just me, but some other man can
Well,
come up and tell you?
Absolutely not.
I think you could be. I think you could be led to him. I think like you could be led out of Egypt, led to the promised land, led to the Anunnaki, led to whatever. I think you could
Led
be
you to
led,
the
but I don't think you could.
Anunnaki. Stop
Get-
playing, Preem. Like, what is going on?
Yo, hey Dom, to
I'm
run
saying
off of
I
some,
didn't know nothing about it until
what
last
they
week.
to run off what they said. Isn't all religion introduced to you? Whether you talking,
Oh, thank you, Kenny. Thank you
there's
for
an
segueing right. Thank you for walking right into it, Kenny. Thank you. Thank you very much.
walking into it, but it is introducing you. Everything you do, you're introduced to.
Okay, so check it out. We're right there. Then we're right there. Hassan, help me out because I'm gonna need some help. Now, if God has to be introduced to you, I mean, everybody can fill in the blanks. Like the very thing that you should be a part of, and that is your creator, etc. Why would that need to be explained and introduced? Hassan, help me out, man. Why would I need to explain to you what God is, Hassan? Are you there? Hassan McCullough, unmute.
Seek seek and you shall find.
We can't hear you, Hassan. You
Knock
gotta
and the
unmute.
door will
If that's that's
knock and
a
the
form
door
of
shall be open.
that's a form of programming when somebody
Oh,
teaches you stuff because
oh,
there's flaws, there's doubt in the teaching. It's
oh.
not all true.
Oh, it's
There's
not
doubt
true.
in that. It's doubt in that.
Well, that's
There's
my
a
question.
flaw in that.
Like, how can like if
When somebody has to teach you what they
see that's my
they have to
question.
teach you what that somebody taught them.
Yeah, because my whole vibe is if you are a part of God when you get here, you naturally got here, so that's God. That's a God-given moment, a God event, your birth in general, and you're gonna walk this earth thinking, breathing, communicating. Why would anybody need to explain to you what God is? Like, I mean, can we really examine that? Why do I need to get to this planet and someone feel like they need to tell me what God is? Because Kenny, when you got here, you didn't tell people what God is. People told you what God was, right?
Yeah, more likely.
So is that sanguine?
You're
Is
using the
that
word told, but I'd like to put the word introduced in there. So maybe you knew
okay?
already, but you couldn't quite put your, as a kid or something, maybe you don't quite know exactly what you're feeling. You don't know exactly why you look up at the sun and feel that heat and that warmth. So somebody has to introduce or
Not the
teach
sun.
why.
And most of us that's been, I guess, Christianity or saved or whatever, we was led to Christ.
Yeah. So I
led
guess
to
what I'm
Christ, you
saying,
know what I'm
Preem,
saying?
is I guess my question is, and again, these are just questions. Why would I need to be led to God? Now, again, I'm born naturally here. I supposedly don't have many sins, or I don't know, many sins when I get here. I'm a baby. I'm an infant. So why would someone need to explain to me if I'm already in eternity? I'm a part of this. Like I'm not visiting eternity. I'm here. Why would someone, once I get here, need to teach me a language? And then once they teach me that language, they want to make sure I understand this concept within the language about God. Like, why is that important for someone to want to do that to me? Why do I need to know that? And then let's be honest, Preem. They don't do that all over the world. Like you go to some cultures, ain't nobody telling their babies about no God. Like they just raising their kids, especially maybe indigenous people, or they may be speaking about a different type of God. But why would I need someone to tell me what is the most natural thing for me to know? That's my
Well,
question.
I think you get the feeling. You get the feeling, you get the tug, you get your heart, you get the what you call it, the conviction. And then you just need somebody to say, to help you understand, to lead you to the Bible, or lead you to the word, or lead you to the church, or lead you to, so you can have a better understanding to get to where you need to get your relationship right with who you believe in or what you believe.
Okay.
Or so you don't get led astray.
Because that's the whole point. Is a war.
So
The war is good and evil. So you can still be like, I think you come in pure, but this world will corrupt you to the knucklehead side.
well, to
You
your
need something-
points,
you
to
need-
both
you
of
need
your
something to pull you
points,
back to the right side. Because God knows what I would have been if I ain't get introduced or led.
no doubt. Well, to both of your points, you made the point, Primo, that there's good and evil here. And Kenny made the point that you get led. Well, here's the issue, folks. Here's the issue. We know a lot of Jimmy Swagger. I'm sorry.
Create a flow.
I'm sorry, something's in my throat. I'm trying to get.
But I'm thinking more of like gang leaders, like
Eddie Long.
You get a gang leader that's like, yo, bro, you need to come down and learn about the Crips and learn about the Bloods. And you like, damn, to live on this neighborhood, to survive, I do got to join something. So somebody led you to the gang. Somebody led you to the gang culture.
That's deep. You
So
just
don't wake up and like, I'm
related
a blood.
religion and Christianity to the Crips and Bloods. That's deep. Oh yeah, it is, and profound.
But
it's definitely a gang.
But he's talking about belonging.
Yeah, he is.
But you get led though. You got introduced. You be like, yo, who them dudes with the red hat?
You see, okay. So let me. No, you're right. You're right, Hassan. He's talking about belonging, but I guess my problem is that word that everybody keeps using, led. Now, look, as a child, you must be led. As a child, okay, yes, you must be led. But once you become a man, advice, counsel, that's cool. But being led, once you become a man, again, advice and counsel is cool. But being led as a man for me is a carnal sin. Like, what are you leading? What? You leading me? Where are you leading me to? Again, my philosophy is we can walk side by side. We have a plan. We've devised the plan as gods together, right? You ain't leading me nowhere. I ain't leading you nowhere. We've devised a plan of attack on whatever the subject may be. And we walk side by side as an army. That's what we do. Led, see, that gets into, men's concepts. And again, depending on the man that leads you, you could be led by evil. Just bringing you any point back together. Like, we know a lot of official televangelists out here in these streets that are evil people, getting good money, using the Bible. We know that. Listen, let me say it because I didn't get it out before. We know tons of priests in the Vatican are having sex with little boys. Am I lying?
That's why you got to use your discernment. Or some people say your third
eye. Clearly,
Don't be nobody's fool. I don't care what it is. Religion, gang, evil, culture, what do you call them? I'm going to say the Raku, the Rocky shit.
The reptilians.
The Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki, there you go.
The Yaku.
Yeah, you gotta have your eyes and ears open no matter who you dealing with. You gotta believe in the God in yourself, the God in your head, the God in your heart, the God around you. Because He's leading you. Actually, believe it or not, He's leading you to a purpose or a cause or whatever your mission on this earth. We're not here for nothing. I mean, you could miss your purpose and be here for nothing and waste a lot of time, and you can get it at the last minute before you check out. But either way, I think we here on this part of the planet for something, for some purpose of good, and then we move on to your rest or to your chill or to your next heaven, or as Hassan say, you might come back at something else, whatever you believe. But I believe we on this part of this plane for something.
I'm with you on purpose. I'm with you. There's a purpose for all of us. I don't know whether it's all good or all bad, but I'm with you on purpose. Now, Chris, let me ask you, man.
What up?
Is God inside of you, outside of you, or all of the above?
I would believe All of the
believers.
above. Huh?
Huh? What?
What'd you say?
I said that.
Say what?
I said that,
He's
bro.
hilarious.
See? But see, he's far from me. It doesn't matter how you look. He can look at me tough. I'm not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter what you're doing. You're on another planet. I can poke at you, do all kinds of stupid stuff. Now answer the question. You see? He don't want to answer because he feel like he be son, so he's gonna sit there and not answer. But he can't hurt me. He's 10 feet tall. He weighs 1,000 pounds. He lifts 2,000 pounds, but he can't hurt me because I'm on a whole nother coast. See?
Hey, Dom, you ain't
It's
gonna keep
convenient.
trying to bully Papa Squat.
I ain't buying that man's trying to bully me.
Vince Montana. You better
Vince
start.
Montana.
You better start recognizing.
No, but guess what, man? He can't get to me. That's what I love about Opinion Nation. I can have my opinion, and his fragile ego is going to get hurt, but he can't do nothing about it. Brutus.
He said he's gonna see you in traffic one day.
My ego ain't fragile at all. I'm
out here in the palm trees. Y'all out there in the grit, in the grind.
Sometimes
But hold on,
you
just
just
like
gotta.
you passed that 12-foot Anunnaki sign, what happens when one day you riding down the boulevard and you see that 10-foot Cronus the Ill standing there ready to holler at you?
Yeah, and that would have made most sense. I'm like, yeah, I knew he was one of them. I knew he was a part of it. I knew it the whole time. I knew it. All right, man. Listen, man. Hassan, man, I need you to give me a definitive on, is God inside of you, outside of you, or all of the above?
All of the above.
See, you contradicting yourself. I'm not playing with you, Hassan. I'm not doing this with you.
What?
You my boy.
What?
You my
Because
homie.
I could listen. Just because I believe that the black people, the carbon-based people, are the gods. They're immortal. They come back. They transcend. They die and they come back. They're one of the 100, the original people. The 1,000,000,008 people that was on this that came to the earth from whatever Nibiru. I believe in
whatever.
that.
Thank you.
With
Okay.
Nibiru. We
Thank
came
you.
from Nibiru, and I this is like we're never ending. We have another. We die. We come back. There's a purpose that we choose our mother when we come into this life. We choose our parents. When we choose a reason why we came back, and we're learning stuff. And as we learn, our egos is changing. Everything is about your ego and your consciousness. You coming into a greater sense of knowing about vibration and stuff. People don't know nothing about that. So when you start figuring all that stuff out, you realize, hey, it's more than this sky daddy and stuff. It's way more than that. It's about you learning you, because everything's about going inside you. Everything's about inside you. Once you go inside you, then you figure everything out, because you connect with the earth. And I'm dead ass serious. You can manifest money. You can create money and stuff once you understand you. It's all about understanding you and knowing that
I will not only buy a bag of that, I will invest in that company. That's for sure. Manifestation, I don't care what religion you're in. And I mean, you don't need a religion. Manifestation is like the Force. The Sith and the Jedi can use the Force. Manifestation, that's why bad things happen too. So get on your spirituality and start manifesting. That's for sure. What is manifesting? Well, you meditate for what you want to happen. Well, that's witchcraft. Well, I mean, I didn't make it up. I'm just telling you what works.
Imagination and creation.
There you go. What up, Kenny?
You're gonna let that go by without
imagination and creation.
What Hassan just said, without saying I'm young and I'm old, I'm rich and I'm poor. I feel like I've been on this earth many times before. Once I was a white gazelle.
Oh, Tina Marie. I was like, that Patty LaBelle.
Right here.
I'm not gonna say I've been here before.
Oh God.
I can feel it for sure.
Hey man, knock it off.
And she was a human that said that.
Yeah. Yes, she was.
Hold on, and white.
White.
That's
Well, if you say she's a human,
she's
you
that
already
wasn't
know.
white
She's
girl.
God, right? To Hassan, she's God. Yeah. Oh
No,
no,
she's
wait,
not.
She's a human.
wait, right,
She's
right.
not
She's a
God.
To
human.
Hassan, humans are the white
Humans,
folks.
humans, white people don't
The
have a
gods are the black
consciousness.
people.
They don't have a third eye. That would
But
the gods are the carbon-based people, and the white people are the humans. They're different. They don't have consciousness like we do. They
Oh.
don't. They were made by the Yakub in this own construct. That's it. They don't
Tell you what,
transcend like we do. They
I hear you.
want to though,
I
but
hear
they
you.
don't
Listen,
transcend.
Kenny, I done heard Hassan's version of some truth a couple times now.
If you got enough white people and stuff, you know.
Now, what were you saying, Dom?
No, I listen. I've heard Hassan's iteration on creation enough now that, like, I think I know the story. You understand me? Like, I know Christianity because I grew up in it. Like, I've heard it's the culture, and that's what I'm saying. We've been engulfed in Christianity from kids, so it's like we couldn't even really get away from it. So to hear other little stories like the reptilians from Saturn and the Yakub creating things and the Anunnaki coming around every 2,400 years. That's very interesting stuff to me because it's not the Santa Claus that I'm used to. You
learn a
understand?
lot of that from
Well,
listening to Wu-Tang.
You can't disprove. What you say is like the what?
I said you learn a lot of this stuff by listening to Wu-Tang.
Done. I'm done. I'm done. What? And true.
That's
True.
funny.
That's
That
the
was
work of
good.
Yakub. I learned about Yakub from ODB.
Yeah. I did hear about Yaku from ODB. Yeah.
Method Man verse on the on ODB album. I learned about Yakub. I'm like, who Yakub? Then I went on YouTube and found out he was the big head scientist. I said,
Wow.
man, I got led by Wu-Tang to the work of Yakub.
There ain't nothing to fuck with. See that?
And you don't know that the Yakub invented all these white people. The Yakub.
Right.
They've been talking about this shit because they know information.
All I'm
What
saying,
up?
Kenny,
It's all
is that
good.
what he's saying is a fraction of what Hassan is saying is true, bro. Like, that would be crazy. Like, wow. Like, word.
Here's the thing, Dom. That's what he believes. That's the thing about God and religion. It really comes down to what you personally come to
Personal
understand.
pan pizzas.
Now, it is personal pan pizza. Now, one day, hopefully, we'll know the truth. One day,
I think we will.
One day, either you pass and everything you were taught become true, or you lay there, or you lay there in the grave.
I think you're setting up next week's show.
Or what he say?
Because Kenny,
one day,
my
that?
people perish.
The passive idea
come down and they say, "Hey, listen, planet Zubazaba has more gold, and I need y'all."
You need us on Zubazaba?
In the 8th realm, I just found another planet, and that thing got a lot of gold. Come on,
so y'all need us over at Zubazaba?
Pack your Gatorade. Hold on, pack your Tang. We going.
That's a lot of references
again, because you don't want to get past Saturn and run out of Tang.
Yo,
we talked about that earlier.
This nigga said, we found planet Zubazaba. Nigga, I'm going to planet Zubazaba. I don't care what y'all niggas talking about.
Zubazaba.
Yo, that should sound lit. That should sound lit.
Zubazaba. Don't even worry about clothes. Get Tang, because the weather nice. And then you have to ask yourself, what is your definition of Kenny,
you kind of set up an idea for maybe next week's show. You said, what is the truth? What is the truth? And who's able to tell you what the truth? Oh, this is bad. Let me explain something to y'all.
Tell you.
My people perish
my
people perish for lack of knowledge.
Nobody tell you what the truth is.
Wow.
Because we don't know.
So then how can, wait a minute, right there, Kenny, right there. If no one can tell you what the 100% truth is, then how can someone introduce you to God?
They introduce you, and now once you grow up, your faith has to lead you. There have been people that have been introduced to God, and grew up and said, no, that ain't what I'm rocking with no more. You were introduced. Let's just say you were introduced, and you've come to say, hey, listen, this is what I now follow. This is what I don't believe. From your words, I don't believe. I learn and study. So I can introduce you to something, but that doesn't mean you have to stay there.
True. And like you, again, that introduction is going to ultimately be a personal pan pizza. It can't be anything otherwise. Meaning, when I introduce a little child, I don't have a kid, but if I had a little kid and I introduced them to my concepts, well, yes, I'm the father of that child, but these are my concepts. That's not that kid's learned experience or that kid's concept. And so until that child has had its own experiences, its own learned scenarios, it's going to go off of my dogma. And my dogma could be as wrong as the day is long.
And it could turn out to be right. We were introduced to naps as kids, and we hated it. I don't need no nap. I had stuff to do.
Yeah.
Now, as I get a little older,
I love a nap now. I had a nap before we came on. What you talking about? What you mean?
Those naps was not even relevant to this topic, man. You went off topic when you came with that nap shit.
You got him.
You came off.
Got him.
That shit ain't even relevant, man.
He got you back, kid. He came back at you.
Hold on. What I'm saying is something. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay there.
He tried to bring his debate back around. See what he did?
No, it's what I've been saying. I'm consistent with what I say. I don't knock the Anunnaki. I can only tell you what I believe. I don't knock someone who believes in Allah or Buddha.
Allah.
But you understand those things are really small at the end of the day because there's so much information. Like you got the ice wall, you got the fucking aliens there, and then those things don't connect you to the stuff that we were taught with Christianity and Islam. That stuff don't go there. Once you learn about there's other walls other landmass outside Earth, I mean after the Antarctica, then you like, well, shit, is this God stuff fake? There's so much information that disconnects you from these religion type stuff. When you find out there's other landmass and stuff outside the ice wall, they got the ice wall. You know that stuff in movies is true and stuff. That makes you realize some of this shit ain't real that they've been teaching us, because they've been teaching us shit, and then when you find out other shit that you actually know and you can feel it.
When you say some, do you mean all? Fuck you mean some of the shit?
There you go.
When you say some, listen, ain't nothing I learned from K through 12 that's worth anything except for math. Nothing. The history's a lie. The history's a lie. Like nothing I learned from K to 12 does me any good besides the language and the math. Now I use the bastard language because that's the language I'm fluent in, and it's not my language, so I'm not even like big up in that because I don't know what type of spells I'm casting by saying the word the, because I didn't create the word the. But math is the only thing worth anything. And then once you really know real math, you know 1 and 1 don't make 2; it makes 3.
All I'm saying, based on all the stuff that we have been taught, and then when you find out stuff, the information that's way bigger, you be like, damn, we are been told stories about stuff
our whole lives. And we've been
told stories our whole life just to keep us in place.
Listen, we've been
just
told
to
a
keep
story
us in place,
about,
and you don't get that.
We've been told a story about the greatest figure to our lives. This concept called God, whatever we concept we understand, it's the greatest figure in all our lives, whether you're Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, whatever you are. Even if you're an atheist, it's still the greatest figure in your life because you're saying that you don't believe in it. It's the main thing you don't believe in if you're an atheist. So it still commands all of your attention. Yet we all have different ideas about what it is. And I'll tell you this, my idea of what it is just that. The fact that we are so vast in our idea about what God is, about what all is, about what Allah is, the fact that we're so varied in our concept of creation, that is God to me. That very vastness, that very fact that Cronus could be from Saturn and Kinney's from Earth, and the Hassan is reptilian. To me, that's all God. Like, duh. That's why all, because everything that's all. You know, God can't be just good to me, because it's like, what about the bad stuff going on? That's not God. And God can't just be a man to me, because what about the planets? Like, God ain't the planets and the sun. I mean, the Bible even says that God is the sun and a shield for enlightenment. And I'm not even Christian, but that's what the Bible says. So
Yes,
for
you
me,
is.
man, God is like, it can't be quantified, and you can't partition it. Like, you notice I'm not calling it a he or a she. God can't be partitioned. You can't have a good God. You can't have a good God without the bad God. Like, the bad God is the good God, and vice versa. But really, listen, your ancient books will tell you that. The Bible will tell you that God has wrath. What do you think wrath is? It's not Pollyanna and Christmas, I promise you. Wrath is not fun. So, you know, again, man, like, we all get taught concepts about this one magnificent thing that, you know, controls our lives, can see us. You know, it's kind of like the Santa Claus song. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not something, I'm telling you why. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Yeah. Yeah.
This is why we didn't let you come Christmas caroling with us, Dom.
Uh,
You, you,
yo.
you,
Yo, I used to love it when we did that. We used to, first of all, as a crew, we used to go Halloween trick-or-treating, and we used to go Christmas caroling. Yeah, we did. All boys, Supreme. All young boys on my block. It was a ton of us. About 10, 11 of us. We went around
Y'all,
Christmas caroling trying to get that money. Oh, yeah,
y'all
we did.
listen, hey Dom,
y'all Komet dudes is wild.
somebody
Oh, we
led
was
us
wild.
to go Christmas caroling, and somebody led us to go trick or treating.
Wow.
And guess what? Jesus wasn't born on the 25th of December. Now, don't let me get into that. Somebody led you to believe that. Don't let me get
He was
into that, because that's the precession of the equinox. Somebody know what I'm talking about. That's when the sun dips down. That's when the sun dips down for 3 days in our skies. They call it the precession of the equinox. And on the third day, what happens? The 25th, it rises again. Now, you know what? Research my story. Don't believe what I'm saying to you right now. The 21st of December, number one, it starts on the 21st and it goes to the 25th. The 21st is called the winter equinox. It starts the precession of the equinox when our sun dips down in the sky, and on the third day it rises again. This is where you get your savior rising on the third day. But you know what? These are stories that somebody led you to believe.
I mean, I don't think nobody believes he's born on December 25th per se, but it's okay, we accept that, because really December and May and June and July, they wasn't even existed when all this was. It was
Oh, you
20
know about
AD,
that? Oh, you
20
know about that little
AC,
part?
20 BC. It didn't have no calendar date.
Oh,
So
you
we
know
don't know
about that
Yes,
little
what's
they
going
part,
on.
did.
Supreme? There was no December. You know about that little part too? See,
Hey,
it's bad.
technically, there wasn't no J created. So it's like
Oh,
his name,
until
his
500
name,
years ago,
his
Supreme.
name, yeah, his name
Oh, is that
can't
what you're
even,
saying?
his name
You
might not
see,
even be Jesus.
it's problematic. It gets problematic when you do research. And then you live now and everybody talking crazy, and you looking at them like, you
So,
are talking crazy. You don't
so
know what.
there wasn't a John the Baptist, and John the Revelator. There was no. It was the John.
Oh, my
J
word.
didn't even exist.
Be careful, Supreme. You hurt a lot of people's feelings. What you mean J didn't exist? What do they mean when they say that? What we're saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that the letter J is only 500 years old. So your savior name could not be Jesus. I'm sorry.
And what
It says
about
if
the?
you do research,
Right,
if
there
you,
you go.
I don't know, you can research stuff.
well.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I'm not,
yeah, I
and
mean,
I'm not.
God is
or
with
Dominique, whatever. See, I know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I know. I mean, but I respect.
But
You
it's
know,
all,
respect.
but it's all a faith thing. It's a faith walk, man. You know what I mean? It's a
all of
faith
this.
walk.
I study until I know, folk.
You know what I mean?
Listen.
Shakespeare wrote some of the Bible. You know what I mean? The King James version.
Oh, For King James. Oh God, it gets really.
They said he put his name in a couple. They put
Oh,
his,
and he did. Oh, and he did.
He dropped his name in just being
Oh, he
funny.
did. Oh,
He was a graffiti. He was a graffiti artist.
Kenny,
what
do
I'm
you
saying?
know these things? Did Shakespeare put his name in the Bible and all this
It's not
stuff?
a question. Do I know? Do I believe?
Oh,
It always comes down to what you believe.
I don't believe nothing, man.
You can't believe anything. You have to know. We're
I
not in the
study
age
until I
of.
know,
We're in
man.
the age of. We in the age of information. Is the age of knowing, not believing. Believe is
How much
somebody can
information
tell you
tells how
something.
much air is around you?
What'd you say?
How much information in age of information tells you how much air is around you and that you breathe every day?
None.
Why do I need to know that? As long as I can breathe, I don't care. As long as I got enough.
That's one of those.
But
One of
who
those
told you
involuntary
you
things
breathe
that is
oxygen?
not a thing.
Who told you breathing H2O
Oh, somebody did tell us that.
or drinking or breathing oxygen
Carbon.
and expelling carbon and
oxygen.
Well,
all
ain't that the issue? Somebody done told us most of the things we think we know. Let me say it again clearly.
Like who enlightened the scientists?
Who created the university? Did they have a degree? Oh,
100%.
wait a minute. The people that created your universities, did they have degrees? It gets
The Moors.
It gets uncomfortable.
Am I
But
right?
the whole
That
thing
sounds
is what
Moors,
you're
right?
saying is the Moors. But what you're saying is you have to know. I know the sun. I know the plants. I know the grass. I know myself.
Woo!
I know those things. I know to connect
God.
with nature.
I know
all
God.
All those
I
other
know
things is what
God.
somebody taught us. The one thing that you do know is nature. You know that, and you should always connect with it.
Hold on, because I thought we knew nature, but then you
Right.
told me some of nature was invented by a mad scientist.
There you go. See,
who
getting
wanted to go,
you, you
because
you did say that. You said the rats. You said the rats were brought here by the Europeans.
No,
Are
Are the rats a
Yakub is
part
the
of
one.
nature or no?
The Yakub invented those creature in the white people's construct of this construct based on their evil side of them.
See,
That Yakub made these other animals.
Yakub was an original Anunnaki, wasn't he?
Yes, he was one of the Anunnakis.
it
He
sounds
was
like the devil. It sounds like the devil out of heaven story. Quite honestly,
That's what it is. That's
If
what it
he
is. The
invented
original
it
story is that.
along with the other Anunnaki, then it's official.
Hey Chris, unmute yourself real quick. You see, you used to think I was the craziest nigga you ever met in your life. I know you know now. I know you know now another motherfucker that's crazier than me. I know you know one now. Huh?
Are you
Huh?
talking about me?
Huh? I ain't say no
Are you
name.
talking?
I ain't say no name. I might be talking about Kenny. I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. You finally found one crazier than Dom. Yeah, look at the sign. Look at the sign. Hassan, you feeling guilty?
There's just a lot of information out here and stuff, and I can't just be grafted to those stories anymore because I know at the end of the day it's about me.
I hear you.
And it's about me and me resonating to my God-like self through my ego and doing shadow work. And I am the God they talk about. And if you know that, then you will resonate with something greater than you.
No,
and
listen,
know that
I'm
you are
messing with
better
you on
than
that,
all
bro.
that shit.
Let's not make no mistake.
You are.
Let's not make no mistake. Let me publicly make it clear. Oh, I'm God body like Hassan. Now, Hassan got some different information. I mean, it's just all information, but you best believe.
He got some new guy body.
I mean, yeah, but look, why would I not be open to his?
I ain't heard none of this on Wu-Tang album.
Wow. Why would I not be open? Why would I not be open to Hassan's information and more open to a European's information? Let me say it again clear. I don't want nobody to misunderstand me. Hassan is coming with something that is fanciful that I've never really heard before. But why would I take the Europeans' information over what he just told me? And I'm done.
Because
I'm not going to take any of it. Guess what? I'm not taking
this
any of it.
Chris.
Because
this nigga Chris is
Hassan
funny as
pours
hell.
the milk first.
Wow.
Because Hassan pours the milk first.
Yeah, that definitely ain't on the Wu-Tang record.
You go ahead and take
He just
that information.
He just killed you, Hassan. He said that
You
it
go
makes no
ahead.
sense to take the Europeans' information over a negus that pours his milk first.
You go ahead and take that nigga information.
You know what?
as
And I
yours.
think, you know what? Now I think about it, Chris might have a point, actually. Over a negus that pour his milk in first, I might have to talk to the Europeans.
I
Come over here,
forgot
Becky.
about
What you talking about? Let me see your pamphlet.
Nah, that's funny.
Gotta
Wow,
ask,
yo, let's-
Becky.
let's-
Becky, how do you pour your cereal, Becky? She goes, I pour the cereal first,
Becky.
of course.
All right. Well, tell me
All
about
right.
your diet, Becky.
Put the bananas and raisins in first.
Put the bananas and raisins in first. We out. We done. We done before Mr. YouTube take us out of here. We
Come on,
done.
nobody
Cereal floating all on the top
perfectly
like
good
this.
cornflakes, and then somebody said, "Let me put some raisins in that." You know, ain't nobody.
Hey,
Cereal
oh man, tell them where they can find you at, man. Tell them where they
like
can get you.
Stargate.
Right. Yo, tell them where they can find you, Preem.
Oh, I'm on SUPREEMDR on Instagram. Supreme. That's SUPREEMDR or Supreme in No Experience on Instagram and .com. And like I said, Saturday night, July
.com?
1st, Milk Boy.
Milk Boy.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that? 10th and Chestnut, right? 11th and Chestnut.
1100 Chestnut.
11th and Chestnut. Yo, Cronus, that's your old stopping ground. 11th and Chestnut. You used to be around there. You know what I mean? Picking up women and whatnot. Tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah, I was picking him up right at Jefferson Hospital.
Right.
Don't go no further.
Yeah, don't go no further.
Listen, most of the women at 11th and Chestnut will pick you up.
Oh, wow.
And you know the funny thing? When you on Instagram or TikTok, when you try to put the address for Milk Boy,
Yeah.
it don't say Tip Milk Boy 1100 Chestnut Street. It say Milk Boy the neighborhood.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
What?
That's
No, it say Milk Boy 11 Chestnut the neighborhood.
Okay. Well,
Neighborhood.
that is straight called the neighborhood now.
The
Wow.
neighborhood.
wow.
The neighborhood. Yes,
Neighborhood.
no.
Right.
Well,
If you're
no,
from Philly, you know the area.
Right. Exactly. That's funny.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Look, as an aside,
Right. Can I
say,
just get a Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
Right.
Do it have to be
As
called
an
the
aside,
neighborhood USA?
let me
The
just say,
neighborhood
man.
USA?
let me just say, when you are part of a community that the main focus is your sexuality,
Right.
let me say that again. When you are a part of a movement and a community, when the main engine is your sexuality, it's not your ethnicity, it's not your intellect, it's not even your sex, as in or gender, man or woman. It's that fact that you like to have a certain type of sex, bruh.
It's your preference.
Bruh. What
Now
is
you're
that?
the all.
Like what?
It's
Okay.
your preference. Now you're the all.
Okay. Yeah, wow. Hey, Chris, where can they
Yeah.
find you?
Yo, catch me. Yeah, catch me on Instagram. Catch me on.
Oh,
on the
whoa,
gram.
hey.
Yo,
You all right? You all right over there?
Yeah, this has been a hell of a show, yo.
This is a crazy show today.
Hey, man, we all right?
Catch me on the gram, KRONISTHEILL, Cronus the Hill. Cronus the Ill. I'm on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Catch me on LA Fitness getting busy too. It's about to be PR season real soon.
PR. Oh.
Personal record.
Oh, okay. Kenny Kendo Mickens, the professor at large. Where can they see you, brother?
First, I want to say happy 4th of July. If you
Don't do that.
observe it,
Don't do that.
I celebrate it. You might observe it.
I observe the fact that it's some fuck shit. What you mean? What you mean? I observe the fact that the 4th of July is a lie, the 4th of a lie. What you mean?
We choose to observe time with family at that moment.
Independence. We didn't have no independence. My family wasn't able to go nowhere.
4th of July, a day off.
Man,
However you observe it.
look at here.
Now, what I'll say is this. I'll be cooking for family and hoping to bring them together.
Yeah, that's dope. Oh, so you got it together. You finally coordinated it.
Yeah.
You got some of them coming.
We got some coming.
Okay, cool.
We'll be celebrating Mom.
Coalition of the Willing. That's it. Yeah.
Enjoy y'all day off.
Hey, man, listen. I like to say every day is a holiday, especially for melanated people, man. We can't look at our lives like on the days off. We got to celebrate every day, man.
Hey, listen to this. Some of us will selectively conform
Wow.
to ribs.
Oh, yeah, we will. To some rib tips.
To some ribs and some burgers.
And some barbecue sauce. I can't even be mad at it. Well, listen, I don't know where Hassan went, but let's just give We Juice a shout out. We live, we love, we juice. And you can get that We Juice at wejuice.com from a very cool dude named Hassan McCullough, aka TTT, aka That's Not True. All right, so we don't know what happened to him, but he will be back next week along with the rest of the crew. And we'll have another opinionated topic for you, Bars. You understand me? But until then, we'll see you.
Deuces.